Welcome everybody to Dr. Kush's Exotic Drinks pre-show. None of this counts. I'll just washed away here in a minute. Welcome guys. Tonight we're gonna make a cocktail. Shocking. I don't know if it was worth finding that sound effect. We're gonna be making a cocktail. We're making a cocktail that is a tribute to another lost cocktail. I loved this story when I read it. I feel like this is what we are doing. It's about a guy, the whole thing's about a guy named SEAN OGLE. And SEAN OGLE is a blogger. I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember. We used to have this thing, the internet. And on the internet, people would just write down their thoughts. And they would call them weblogs. And then people said, I got too much to write. Shorten that down to just blogs. Just took off the we. Because you know what? People that blog usually don't care about the we. Kick it right off. They care about the them. Anyway, SEAN, I'm sure, is a different type of guy. He's got a number of blogs. One of them is a cocktail blog, and he tells the story of finding a cocktail that he loves and he lost. We'll get into it during the whole show, but this is a cocktail called the Blackjack, which is the cocktail that he lost, but it is the Redux, because of the redo, R-E-D-U-X. What is that, French? Redux? I don't know. I was going to pronounce it Redux. It's the Redux. This is him trying to recreate a cocktail that he loved. And this is not exactly the cocktail that he wanted to create, but it is a fairly good cocktail, still giving all of the credit to the original creator who has gone into the wind. So that's what we're gonna be doing tonight. It's got a lot going on in it. It has some chinar, banana, coffee, decaf for me, because look at me. My eyes would pop out of my head if I had 6. Oh my God, 6 away. We're almost halfway done with this. I would have had any coffee, so we're gonna be doing some decaf, plus some mezcal and some Jamaican rum. The kitchen sink. Lots going into this thing. In the little thing, I put a little, in the description, I put a little funny thing. It said, this one hits on 19. You don't hit on 19. This one hits on 19. There's a lot going on. So let me say hello to the people. Cocktail Lulu, first person here. I marked it with what a momentous occasion, but I did not get her actual thing. So just trust me. Cocktail Lulu was here first. If you guys are keeping tallies or there's a prize that's going to go out at some point, Cocktail Lulu's got 1. All right, she's there. But the real MVP of this, Tiki Court. Tiki Court is always within the top 3 to show up. Tiki Court, that makes me feel better. Just so you know, I see these comments go as I'm sprinting around the bar trying to get everything ready, because God forbid I set up the bar any earlier than 2 minutes before we start. Whoa, this show possibly become good? Can't have that. Nobody would watch it. Everybody wants a train wreck. That's what you pay for. Tiki Bonbon is here, winner of the 2025 Kush-Tucky Derby, and also allowed behind the bar. Anniversary last week. Very happy anniversary. Hope the whole week went well for you there. But Tiki Bonbon. Tiki Amiki is here. And Chris. You brought Chris along. That's good. I feel like Chris might just wander off if we don't bring Chris along. So Tiki Amiki, thank you for taking care of Chris for us. Treasured member of the community. And you, his beloved caretaker. Thank you for doing that. Roger G is here. Happy Friday Eve. And to all of you blitzed iguanas. And we went back and forth on cushies to cushions there for a while to just like the gang. We had the big 30 for a while. I have a weird feeling that there will be blitzed iguana t-shirts at some point. We're gonna have to explain that. I'm just gonna have to explain. You're gonna have to talk to people about what you're wearing. Moose is here. Moose is here. Good to see you there, Moose. Good morning to you. Good evening to the rest of you. Pismo to AZ is here. Good to see you there. Pismo, what a pleasure to have you here. I think we're going to be seeing Pismo in Tiki Oasis, Arizona. I think we're going to see a lot of you at Tiki Oasis, Arizona. Don't worry. No emails have gone out. We're still trying to find the perfect time for everything. I think we've, me and the Kush crew have got it basically down. But once it's finalized, everybody will know about it. Let me say hello to our good friend Tiki Tom. Tiki Tom is here. Tiki Tom's coming right off of a bourbon drinking. He says it was a tasting. Or did he say it was a tasting? I think he said he was just drinking bourbon. He's coming off of bourbon drinking. That's a great time to find this show. We're going to ease you back into the lighter spirits here, Tiki Tom, so don't worry too much about it. Shawnee Panabaker, late. He is running late. Good evening to you, Shawnee. Always usually in the big three that shows up here first. Love to have it. Love to see that you guys show up a little early. I know it doesn't do much for you guys, but it does a lot for me. It just shows me that people are going to be there. The day I turn on the show and nobody's there, it's going to be weird. I'm going to keep doing it. This is going to be tough. And I'm not going to like it. Who else we got here? Oh, Kyle Tender is here. We don't have a tiki cocktail for Kyle, but I do know what he wants. There's a certain way of watching the tightrope walking. I'm not going to get into all that. Frank had a premise for both his Tiki and Dungeons and Dragons gatekeeping posts. Oh, yes. Are you guys... I think that was a great post. That found its way to me. Tiki gatekeeping. A scourge. An absolute scourge of this community. We do not want to be Tiki gatekeeping. To be very honest with you, when we started this show... before I had actually found this whole show and possibly deep into my bartending career, I was a bit of a gatekeeper. And I am now trying to amend for all of those past sins of mine. I was a bit of a gatekeeper and a bit of a hypocrite because I love vodka cranberry. But when somebody ordered a vodka cranberry at one of my very nice cocktail bars, I would... Or even worse, and this is even worse, they would order vodka cranberry, and I would say, if you like vodka cranberry, oh, why don't you let me make you something else? And, of course, that's just saying to them that they don't know what they like. And that's no fun. People know what they like. You don't want one of my fancy-dancy cocktails? That's fine. It's fine. But instead, now we're trying to make it good for everybody. Speaking of making it good for everybody, except me, Kyle's lawyer. Let me just see if I have something for Kyle's lawyer real quick. I might. I did. Good to see you, Kyle's lawyer. Frank Exploration is who we were talking about just a second ago with all the Tiki gatekeeping. He is in a fight against it. That is good. We are fighting on the side of Frank at this point. So that is good to hear. It's good to have Frank on your side. With Frank on your side, who could possibly oppose us? Am I right? It's good that you made the... Yes, Kyle made the... Roger. I don't know, something about you, man. You make me laugh. Good that Kyle made the coffee. Kyle did make my coffee. It's right here. Because last time I tried to make coffee, I ended up with gin. Pretty good. Honestly, pretty good trade-off. If you go into a diner and you order, a $2 thing of coffee and they bring you out a big cup of gin. Oh, not sure that this is the Frank we're talking about. Oh, is this? Oh, hold on. Is Frank Explorations not? Okay, now I gotta figure this all out. Frank, you are not of the low-carb cocktail variety. This is we have 2 Franks watching, 3 Amy's, 2 Franks. What's the limit on Franks we can have? Can somebody call YouTube real quick? Kyle, you call YouTube real quick? See what the limit on Franks is. Got to make sure that we aren't over our Frank allotments. Sorry about that, Frank. Hopefully you are also against Tiki gatekeeping. If you're not, fighting against the other Frank. And this is going to get weird. Frank on Frank violence. So let's all get Frank. Okay. Oh my God, we've talked too long. Okay, let's get into... Okay, sorry. Tim, stop it. I'm not accepting that. Kyle, how do I delete this? Right here? If I delete it here, does it delete forever? I'm just going to try to delete this message. Okay, it's deleted. Whew. Okay. That message is gone now, guys. Frank's a lot. The message is gone. Anyway, well, sorry about that little mix-up there, Frank Exploration. I don't think I've ever had 2 Franks in my life. Okay, let's get into this cocktail. But first, I'm going to run the whole thing, and we're going to try something new. We're going to try something new. The show is doing okay. It's doing fine. It's subsisting. It's living. YouTube lets me run ads. They let me choose when I put my ads, and I'm going to see if I can run an ad at the very last moments of this thing. After we're all gone, after everybody's left, I'm going to try and run an ad, okay? Never in the middle, but maybe right at the end. Maybe after we're all done, we've all said goodbye, I'm going to push the ad button just to see. Maybe they'll send me 3 cents. 3 cents. That's like turning coffee into gin. That's what we're going to be trying to do here. So anyway, watch this this introduction, not an ad. Introduction, and we'll see what goes on after this. So the pre-show's over. Say goodbye to pre-show. Bye, pre-show. Say hello to show. Here comes show.
Welcome to Dr. Kush's Exotic Drinks. I'm, of course, Dr. Kush, along with my barback Kyle. I'm not a real doctor, but I did spend almost 2 decades running some of LA's best bars. After years of teaching classes and training bartenders, I want to demystify the cocktail world for you. Let's try a few new things as I open up my bar to everybody. Belly up, chat, and let's have a drink.
Welcome everybody to Dr. Kush's Exotic Drinks. I am Dr. Kush. That is me. Oh, what a fun thing to be, Dr. Kush. Today we're going to be making a cocktail in tribute to another cocktail. And technically, since we will be tributing to that tribute, this is a 3 times tribute. This is a tribute. All right? We're going to be 3 times tributing in this cocktail. So we're making a cocktail tonight called the Blackjack Redux. It's a cocktail. Let me set the stage for you, actually. If you guys don't mind, let me just, I'm going to tell you guys a little story about how this whole thing came to be. I'm going to shut this out. We're going to go here. Just tell you a little story about how this came to be. And in order to do that, we got to set the scene. So here we go. The dark and stormy evening in a little place called Portland, Oregon. All right, and a man named SEAN OGLE is walking down the street. This is all very much happened. There is no, I'm not making any of this up. I know this story like the back of my hand. He's freezing. All right. Oh my goodness, it's cold and it's rainy and it's Portland and oh my God, what a day. I'm gonna just pop into the bar. All right, so he pops into a bar real quick, sits down, nice little bar. And he orders a drink. Outside, the thunder's still going. He orders a drink. He says, oh, you know what? This one looks interesting. It has coffee. It has mezcal. There's maybe some olive oil in this cocktail. What a thing we're having. What a day I'm about to have. And he drinks. He drinks this cocktail. And like some cocktails do, it's stuck with him. He liked this cocktail. Oh, what a great thing. You like something? You want to have it again. So he leaves, all right? Goes like this. He leaves that way. He went in this way, walked out this way. Leaves. Does his life. He starts a few blogs. In the meanwhile, he's a very predominant blogger. If you guys want to follow one of his blogs, I put it down in the description. Follow along, say hello. Anyway, some other rainy, cold night in Portland, he decides, I'm going to pop right back into this bar. I'm going to have a drink that I know. Oh, I remember the name. It's called the Blackjack. I remember it has some mezcal. It has some coffee. It has maybe some olive oil. I'm going to have it. Well, he walks in and people stare at him like he is a ghost. What? We've never had a drink like that in our life. Let me check our Rolodex. They literally had a Rolodex. No sign of it at all. Nobody's ever heard of it. It's as if he walked in to a bar and met a ghost. It's as if he saw a specter of a drink. Did he even have this drink? Was he dreaming this drink? Did it ever exist at all? Well, SEAN doesn't know. Well, what do you do for something like that? Well, you gotta have a seance. Right? You gotta see if you can bring that back into circulation. Maybe give this drink a second life. If nobody at the bar knows how to make it, what's SEAN to do? Well, Sean decides he's going to try and recreate it. And so he goes home and does it. He doesn't live in Oregon, so we're going to leave Oregon real quick. We're just going to go back to, I imagine Sean lives in a tiki bar. We can set the scene. Great. So anyway, Sean gets home and he gets, I'm sure he puts on a white lab coat and starts trying things. Couldn't figure it out. Couldn't figure it out. But in the meanwhile, while he is trying to bring this ghost drink, the Blackjack, back to life, create something different. At first, he wants to call it the kitchen sink cocktail because everything is in this, right? This is a guy that has a cocktail blog. He clearly understands the rules of cocktailing. And so in the meanwhile, while he is trying to make this, he stumbles upon something that he likes even more. So while we may never know what the Blackjack cocktail, the cocktail with mezcal, coffee, and maybe a little olive oil ever tasted like, we do know what Sean made in trying to find this old lost cocktail. So this is a tribute to a cocktail that may or may have never existed, and it may or may not be a dead and ghosted cocktail. We don't know. The mystery of all mysteries. All right, one day, we all show up at the pearly gates and we get to ask our one question. Maybe one of you will ask, what was really in the Blackjack cocktail? You'll tell us. So hopefully somebody will have like an internet portal up there. You can just jump on the show real quick, and then we'll make it there. Nobody die. Can we all just please all stay alive? Ooh, this is so warm. Nice warm lemon we have right here, coming right off of Tito. We're going to go ahead and start with an empty situation. I'm sure very similar to how our good friend Sean Ogle, the ghost cocktail whisperer, started with something empty. And then we're going to just start putting stuff in there. Now, we like to do cheapest ingredients first. Now, when we're talking about cheap ingredients, we're usually talking about juices, stuff without alcohol. I've seen a lot of discourse recently about mocktails costing as much as regular alcoholic drinks. I think that's crazy. If I was running a mocktail bar, there's no chance. Couldn't be, right? But in the meanwhile, I'm not running a cocktail bar. I live here. Could I be a ghost? Maybe. But we're talking about juices, and then usually we're getting into liqueurs, and then liquor. So we're going to just start with our liqueurs first. We're going to reach over here. Let's just start with the hard stuff, right? This is Cynar. Now you'll notice that there's a little number down here. Real Cynar, standard Cynar, comes in at about 25% ABV. This is 70. Not 70 ABV, 70% ABV. It's 70 proof, so 35% ABV. So it's a little higher. I don't keep the other Cynar around. I find that this stuff just really works in everything. I did want to see this. I found, if you guys have a chance, go check out Non-Touchables Instagram. I know that I have a Fernet belt, which is very cool. Non-Touchable just found possibly the holy grail of all holy grails for Fernet's stuff. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Anyway, speaking of Amari, this is Cynar. It is made of artichokes. Yes, it is made of artichokes. It is bitter. Not great by itself. I'm sure some people would think that it's pretty fine. I like Fernet. Cynar, usually a little much for me. It doesn't matter because this is not my cocktail. This is Ghost Whisperer Sean Ogle's cocktail. So we're going to start over here with just half an ounce of some Cynar. I know it looks like it says Cynar. Looks like it, but it's these freaking Europeans with their changing of the language. The French don't say any words at the end or any letters at the end of the words. The Italians have no use for using the H correctly and making the ch sound or the cuss sound. We gotta get together. All right, we gotta form some sort of language union. Cynar, very bitter, but with some sweetness. It's a liqueur. It's got sweetness in it. This stuff right here is just going to be pure sweetness. This right here is our Banane du Brésil. He specifically calls for Banane du Brésil by the Giffard people. There are other very nice banana flavored liquors, right? Liqueurs. There's plenty of them, right? This is a pretty standard one, though. You can find this in a lot of spots. What I wouldn't recommend using in this cocktail, never made it before, so I don't know. I wouldn't recommend using something like 99 bananas, which is tastes more like the runts. This is made with real bananas, all right? We want that real banana flavor. So we're gonna be putting in half an ounce of some banana flavored liqueur. The Banane du Brazil, which I believe means bananas are from Brazil. I am really getting bad at finding, oh, there it is. It's a pop top there. I gotta get a system going for putting my stuff in the right place. All right. What did this cocktail have specifically? Mezcal, coffee, and a little bit of olive oil. Now, we're gonna be throwing in our coffee right now, 1 full ounce. This is just, I'm using decaf because otherwise it wouldn't be good for anybody. But you can use real coffee. 1 full ounce. 1 full ounce of full calf coffee or decaf coffee. Sean Ogle tried this cocktail a number of times with the olive oil, couldn't ever get it to work out. So he cut it out, took it right out of the equation. No more olive oil. Okay, all right. He instead replaced it with that banana, which is, I think, an interesting choice. Anyway, in order to give it sort of a more rounded mouthfeel, instead of just using the mezcal, he went over to the Isle of Jamaica, to one of their 6 distilleries, and he found some rum, nice, easy Jamaican rum. We're going to go ahead and put in half of an ounce of some Jamaican-style rum. Goes very well with banana. Goes very well with banana. It goes very well with. Listen to what we're going to say. The Jamaican rum doesn't go well with everything. Goes well with pancakes. Goes well with fish. You want to eat a shoe? If you were going to make me eat a shoe, what I would ask for is a little Jamaican rum to go along with it. That's the way that I would like it. All right. We know it had mezcal, so we're going to put some mezcal in. Oh, let me say real quick. Sorry that we should have done this earlier, but he showed up right now. Something horrible happened on the show. Something absolutely unforgivable, ridiculous even. Some have said it's ridiculous. They use the R word with me. Ridiculous. BGB the Bun is our newest local. He became our newest local on March 2nd. It is now March 19th. I missed the notification. So I want to thank BGB the Bun for being a silent local for 2 weeks. BGB the Bun, it is so good to have you as part of our community. Thank you so much for doing that. Your name is in the credits now, and the credits are, and this is a fun thing. Let's 1 second. I have to have a sound effect for this. The credits are now too long for the song I have there. So now we have to listen to part of that second song. So thank you, BGB the Bun, for sending us over the limit. Appreciate you. Okay, that's, yes, wait, yes. Congrats to BGB. Thank you to BGB. Congrats, yes. Yay, BGB. Woohoo, woohoo. Congrats, BGB. Yes, we've all done it. We've got it. I don't know what Kyle's lawyer has you on, Kyle, but stop it. Okay, we need some mezcal. We need some mezcal. Now, technically, tequila is mezcal. All tequilas are mezcals, not all mezcals are tequilas, et cetera, et cetera. Mezcal is anything made of an agave spirit or from agave plant. We're going to be using this Fidencio. This is going to be a mezcal artisanal, but especially it is going to be, you guys can't see that from here, can you? Squint real hard. It says Espadín. Espadín, one of the easiest of the mezcals to get your hand on. It also has it has a lot of the smokiness that we're looking for. It certainly distinguishes itself from tequila, the flavor of tequila. Very nice stuff. And when Sean found this cocktail, this ghost cocktail that maybe is still haunting him in his dreams, we have no idea. You don't know what cocktails can do. He said, let's throw it in there. We're going to go, I don't know what he said. We're going to put in 1 ounce of some mezcal. Clunk. And that's that. Now, I do happen to know a few other things that made it into the cocktail, made it into the attempts at the cocktail, but didn't make it into the real cocktail. At one point, in order to replace the olive oil, Sean thought, I think a good idea, and I think this is a great idea, would be to put in some green chartreuse. He tried it, and he tried it, and he tried it. 1 drop, 3 drops, 10 drops. He eventually settled on 0 drops. So if you have a bottle of chartreuse at this point, maybe just one of these, maybe just get the essence of the green chartreuse in there. But he ended up on no mezcal. What are we yelling about? Oh, what's up, Eggins? Good to see you. Hi, you're welcome. I have almost nothing to do with the welcoming atmosphere. I am making a drink. But thank you to all my chat for welcoming Eggins. Agins. Agents. We're gonna go with agents. That's what we're gonna go with. Okay, that's it. Easy. Simple. Not complicated. We're gonna go ahead and throw in a little bit of this nice clear ice. We're gonna give this a big old shake. Big old shake. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you guys know this, but in order to keep bar costs down, I cut my own hair, and I'm clearly right-handed because the right-hand side looks better than the left-hand side. And of course, yeah, I had to learn a whole new thing. I had to learn sound. I had to learn everything. And now I got to learn hair cutting to get this show going. My goodness, I just put a broom in my butt and sweep up while I'm at it. What cup did he use? He used not one of these. He didn't use one of these. He used a cup that looked very similar to this when he made it. I'm gonna nix it. And now that I look at it, I think this is too much. He used a cup about this big, but it did have the handle on it. I like the way it looked, and then as I reached for this, I decided, you know what? I don't like it anymore. We're gonna put it in a coupe. We're gonna coupe it. Coupe it. We're going to go ahead and pour this in. Now, it does come out with that coffee brown color. Because the coffee's in there, we should be able to get, there it is, should be able to get some of that good froth. A double layered cocktail, something with a little bit on top, always just makes the cocktail look so much nicer, don't you think? Doesn't really even need a garnish at that point, but there is one. There is a garnish. Shh, it's a secret. It's a lemon. Okay, so he drank this cocktail, right? He said it was pretty good, but he had a realization. Sean, who has seen a dead cocktail at this point. He has spoken to a ghost of a cocktail, the Blackjack cocktail, terrified him, but gave him second sight, all right? He said to himself, this is the thing that this cocktail needs. It doesn't need lemon juice. It doesn't need sour juice. It needs the essence of lemon. Well, how do we get essence of lemon? I'll tell you. It lives right here on the outside. All of the essence, all of the good... A lemon is the opposite of a book, right? All the good stuff on a lemon is on the outside, right? The juice is fine, it's great, but the real essence of it is there. The juice on the inside, it's fine. It's okay. But the real good stuff's on the outside. That's the opposite of a book. The outsides of books, disgusting, gross. Never, I would never touch one of those. So what we need is just the essence of this. So we're just gonna go ahead and slice this. This is coming right off of our good friend, Martin Miller. Martin Miller is scrawny, teeny tiny, but is producing gargantuan lemons. So I don't know what we're doing wrong. I don't know what we're doing right. I don't know what we're doing wrong. We just want the essence of this, so we're just going to take this and we're going to, maybe we'll bring in essence. I don't record on all these cameras, so the only shot I'm going to get of this is the shot that we see. We're going to do it right here. No, we're not gonna do it there. Why don't we do- oh, and that's how you put the essence in there. Don't do it like that. Get the right camera. Bing bong. Okay, we're gonna go right here and we're just gonna, oh yeah, that's the one right there. We're just gonna squeeze that in. Just the essence of the lemon. Just a bit of lemon smell. It's too much. I'm going to do the weird bartender thing because, you know, weird bartender. You know, I think anything I do is a weird bartender thing because cocktail buffoon. We're going to just go ahead and rub the sides of this. I don't want this lemon living inside of this cocktail. Not that I'm afraid it'll drown or anything, or that anything will get damaged. But I do think that too much lemon in this will hurt it. Oh, you know what we have? We have Kyle's. Kyle has little mice friends, and he keeps leaving these out for them in case they want to dry their clothes. These are, in Kyle's terms, these are mouse clothes hangers, cocktail clothes hangers, but we're just going to throw this right here on the side. There we go. That way we know it's got a little lemon in it. That lemon will continue to smell as we go. And there we have it. Now, this is not the cocktail that Sean Ogle had. This is a tribute to that. This is the redux of it. So, while we will never know the ghost of the Blackjack cocktail, the lore, the story of the Blackjack cocktail, we will never know. We may try it at some. We may try and make something like that. But instead, oh good, yes, Kyle and the rats play tag. I'm sure that's when they get their shirts dirty, and that's when Kyle suggests that they wash their shirts. This is it. Let's see how Sean did. Sean Ogle. Yeah. I can see why you would try and make a drink like this. The bitter from the Chinar is certainly bitter, right? If you are not a fan of bitter drinks, I think you can drop that to a quarter. The banana isn't huge in it, but it is bolstered by some of the, oh, I thought I was going to get it. Ethyl acetate. Oh! Ethyl acetate is the flavor of banana. I think. Maybe I shouldn't have done 2 cheers. I'm pretty sure it is. It's being bolstered because some of the esters that live inside Jamaican rum are also esters that live inside bananas. So it's sort of helping it out. It's sort of bringing a little bit of harmony to that. The mezcal is wonderful. This is a coffee drink. This is certainly, nobody is going to tell you that this isn't a coffee drink. They will remember this as an attempt at an espresso martini. But it's so much more complicated. The lemon plays a small portion of this. I think it's really what it's doing is it's connecting the bitter to the rums. It's that little link in there that does that. You guys are suddenly, it's all books that you guys are writing over here. I found an old bottle of Fernet for my granddad. Oh yeah. What have I lost it? It's right here. Bon sent me a bottle of, this is an old bottle of Fernet. It's a little teeny tiny bottle. You can see, never opened, but the angel share is, the angels have started to come in here. I was just on a, oh, you guys got time? I'm gonna tell you a little story. I am currently in a Jamaican rum class where I'm learning a lot about Jamaican rum from Dr. Joy, one of the great Jamaican rum mix masters in the universe. I can't imagine people are doing it outside of the United States. I'm sorry, outside of the world, but I'm gonna give it to her in the universe. And we had a great talk with a another master distiller, and the rum ambassador. He's the world rum ambassador. He's a great guy. His grandfather was in rum as well. He was making rum, and he started to notice that as he was aging this rum, all of the rum would disappear, and they called it the angel share. So what did his grandfather do? Well, he wants that rum back. Who do you go after for that rum? The church. So I love this story. He sued the church to get his rum back because the angels were stealing his rum. I died. I also, it's a Zoom course, so I didn't like raise my hand. I suggested that maybe we make this class action because my rum's all disappearing too. Oh, that was a little funny. Anyway, so I guess if you guys want to join our class action suit to sue just the church in general, or just maybe we just sue angels. Just any angels we know. Maybe the California Angels. Anyway, yes. Do you know the vintage of that? Oldest is 1967. I can tell you. It says it right here in the bottle. Oh, it says it in Italian somewhere. I don't know what it is. It does not. I guess like any good bottle of anything, it doesn't tell you what year it's from. Anyway, very nice. It sits here. I see it every day before we start the show. Okay, what else? What are these other ones? I always call the weird bartender psychological warfare. You leave the guests with citrus on their hands. So yeah, I think this is a good, this weird bartender thing. It's psychological warfare. So when people leave when they pick their drink up, touch with the lemon, their hands smell like lemon for the next 15, 16 years. Blackjack sounds like a pirate drink. It does sound like a pirate drink. It sounds like a pirate weapon too. I think there is a pirate weapon called a blackjack. The guy ordered mine's from just added a 50s bottle. Oh my goodness gracious. The Angels, yes. Let me tell you, I'll tell you what. If this man decides to join the class action suit to sue for the Angels share, oh, we got a case on our hands, friends. Very similarly, if Frank is on your team when you're opposing Tiki gatekeeping, Glenn Cushman's on your side for the Angels share for his wine disappearing. You're on the right side. You are on the right side, no doubt about it. On this type of label, I don't know where to find the vintage, but it has to be older than 60s. Yeah. Very cool bottle. I'm just holding it for Bonbon as soon as she wants it back. Yes. There we go. Kyle's lawyer. If you want to join, if you want to do something good, all right, not just sue me for Dr. Jinga Jenga and Kyle every time I make some small workplace infraction, forgive me for living. We can't do anything anymore. You want to start something good, start a class action against the Angels. Yeah, exactly. Frank will join. The Angels must drink beer because the Angels share is going in Frank's beer. I'm telling you right now, there is no way we are drinking all this alcohol. I don't remember any of it. I don't remember drinking any of that alcohol. So it must be the Angel share, and I need. Kyle's lawyer, listen. Kyle's lawyer, do something right and sue these jerks. What have we become? All right. Oh my God. Okay, we're too late. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you to BGB the Bun for becoming our newest local. I'm sorry that I missed that the notification. But if you guys also want me to miss your notifications, I have a Patreon and you can join it. And I promise I will miss it at first. But then I'll write you a nice little note. So thank you guys so much. Yeah, the Angels are a bunch of drunks. One second. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can do this. One sec. Let's see. Oh, nope. Crowd? Okay. Almost. That was an angel falling down drunk. Okay, that is what I have for you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, no. Now they're falling all over the place. That was a big one. Getting too crazy. Thank you guys so much for tuning into Dr. Kush's Exotic Drinks. I am Dr. Kush. Please remember to like and to subscribe if you're not subscribed, and to also tell your friends about this show. We are not clearly in the algorithm. We are an outsider. We are not even in the suburbs. We are in the middle of the Mojave when it comes to the algorithm. So the more you tell your friends, it did sound kind of like an iguana, didn't it? Yeah, it's just, but of course when they, one second. They're not on the same page, so I can't get them right. It does sound like an iguana. Anyway, tell your friends about the show, and also you guys have been doing great with this, and it has been helping the numbers. After the show's done, just even if it's just a thumbs up, just put a little thing in the comments. If you comment, I think they just like to know that people are not just turning this on to fall asleep or something. So give me a little comment there. We will be back here on Saturday for our big Saturday show, and then we'll be back here on Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday and Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday. We have some fun things coming up for the show. We will talk about them soon, but stay tuned because everybody loves a cliffhanger. That guy didn't. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Dr. Kush's Exotic Drinks. I will see you next time. What do we always... watch for BGB the Bun. He's coming up. Until next time, what do we always say? We always say... dang. Fell right out of the tree. We always say...
Are you Dr. Jinga Janga? Bye!
Bye, everybody. I don't know if the ad went. I am going to talk to you guys for a second while we just figure out the ad thing. We're going to cut this all out at some point. How do I... Okay, there's a little button that says Smart Ad. Do you think I put it in right now? How do I do the ad here? Now that we're all like, you know, gone basically, why don't I just put a little ad and maybe, you know, take some of YouTube's money and push highlight video? No, we don't want to highlight. No, we don't want to do that. All right, well, never mind. All right, we're gonna try this again.
The ad went.
The ad went. The ad went. Oh, all right, all right. There, the ad is there. We have an ad. Cool. All right. Well, I don't know what to do now because now I think it's time that we end the whole thing. I'm still live. That's okay. Good. We all had ads. And now okay, is the ad over? I got to figure out how the ads work. Oh, I forgot. Oh, he paid for it. Okay, yes. I also pay for no ads. So that is what I got. Okay. The ad went. Now we'll end the show. That's it. Hopefully that'll all, oh gosh, now I've turned the whole thing off. Okay, that's it. Until next time, bye-bye. Maybe we'll do a little ad talk at the end. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, now bye-bye.